Do you ever feel like your brain is running on fumes? That feeling of being stuck in a creative rut, where your best ideas just seem out of reach and your motivation has packed its bags and left. You stare at a blank page, a half-finished project, or a tough problem, and nothing comes. It's frustrating, right? You know you're capable of more, but your brain just won't cooperate. It feels like you've hit a mental wall, and no amount of pushing seems to break it down. What if I told you that this isn't about a lack of talent or intelligence? The real issue lies deep within your brain's wiring and your neural pathways. When you repeat the same routines day in and day out, your brain becomes incredibly efficient at those tasks. It creates strong, well-worn neural roads. But this efficiency comes at a cost. Your brain stops exploring new paths, and that's where creativity and motivation are born. You're essentially stuck in a mental traffic jam on the same old highway. Let's talk about the science behind this. It all starts with a powerful neurotransmitter, dopamine. You might know it as the pleasure molecule, but it's much more than that. Dopamine is the engine of your motivation. It's released when you anticipate a reward, pushing you to explore and seek out new things. The problem is, your brain gets used to the old rewards. That daily coffee or scrolling through the same social media feed. The dopamine hit gets smaller and smaller. Your brain craves novelty. Even small, new experiences can trigger a significant dopamine release, flooding your brain with the drive to learn and create. But it's not just about dopamine. There's another fascinating concept called diffuse attention. Think about your focus like a flashlight beam. When you're concentrating hard on a problem, you're using a tight, focused beam. But sometimes, the solution isn't in the spotlight. Diffuse attention is when you relax that focus, letting your mind wander. It's like switching to a floodlight. This mode allows different, seemingly unrelated parts of your brain to connect. Have you ever had a brilliant idea pop into your head while you're in the shower or out for a walk? That's your diffuse attention network at work, making unexpected connections that your focused mind would have missed. And then there's the peak state of cognitive function, often associated with gamma waves. These are the fastest brainwaves, linked to moments of aha, or sudden insight. Gamma waves represent high-level information processing, where your brain integrates memories, senses, and new information all at once to form a new idea. You can't force these moments, but you can create the right conditions for them to happen more often. It's about training your brain for these bursts of high-frequency, integrative thinking. So, how do we break free from the rut and start building new neural pathways? The solution is to intentionally introduce novelty and gamify your life. Start by seeking out micro-dopamine bursts. Instead of your usual route to work, take a different street. Try a new recipe for dinner. Listen to a genre of music you've never explored before. These small changes signal to your brain that the world is full of new rewards, reigniting your natural curiosity and motivation. Next, actively practice diffuse attention. When you're stuck on a problem, step away. Go for a walk, do some gardening, or simply stare out a window. Let your mind drift. This isn't procrastination. It's a strategic mental reset. By shifting your focus to an unrelated, low-effort task, you give your brain the space it needs to make those background connections and spark those unexpected insights. To really supercharge this process, I'm to enter a flow state. This is that magical state of being completely absorbed in an activity, where time seems to disappear. Flow happens when a task is challenging enough to hold your attention but not so difficult that it becomes frustrating. Find activities that put you in this state, whether it's playing a musical instrument, coding, or even organizing your closet. Flow states are a breeding ground for gamma wave activity and new neural connections. Think of it as a workout for your brain's creative muscles. The key takeaway is this: rekindling your mind isn't about pushing harder. It's about thinking differently. You need to become the architect of your own neural landscape. By strategically introducing novelty, embracing mind wandering, and chasing flow, you're not just waiting for inspiration to strike. You're actively building the neural pathways that make it an everyday occurrence. You're teaching your brain to be more flexible, creative, and motivated. So, start today. Pick one small, new thing you can do. It could be as simple as brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand. Begin the process of rewiring your brain and unlocking the incredible potential that's been waiting just beyond that mental wall. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe for more insights into how your brain works. I'll see you in the next one.